Hello everybody, this is Cesar, and today I'm going to share with you a little piece of gear I got during these days, the Scarlett Solo, which is an interface to use your computer, right, as a recording machine, right? Well, I mean, I'm gonna take you through the different characteristics of the unit, right? And also I would try to explain to you how it works and why did I get it. Now, for the people who are following my channel, thank you very much, by the way, for your continued support. This is not new. I basically, you know that I am recording my guitars using Irig, right? Irig. And the amp simulation I'm using is always Amplitude 4 and TH3. Well, Amplitude 3 in the past and TH2 in the past, right? By the way, I just came across some reviews lately saying that Amplitude is noisy. That is not my experience. I would encourage you to go through my videos, listen to the tone of my guitars. By the way, thank you very much for the comments I get about the tone, right? And I mean, there's no noise at all. For me, I mean, the two applications are really good. Don't give me any unwanted sound, right? Noise, right? Sorry, and don't give me any latency, right? But anyway, everybody has his own opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. I'm just talking about my experience. Well, so I was using Irig, Amplitude 4 and TH3 now, but the Irig has a main limitation. It only has one input, so you can just connect your guitar to the Irig, right? So I have had other Scarletts in the past, right? I was having the 2i2, right, long time ago, but I was not 100% satisfied with it. I will tell you why, right? So I came across the Scarlett Solo. I decided to buy it and to just give it a try, and it turns out to be a very good piece of gear, so I'm afraid I'm not going to record too much anymore with the Irig. So this is what you get when you unbox it. You get your USB cable to connect the unit to the computer, right? You get the unit itself. We will go through the main features of the unit later, right? And inside the box there's these, instructions, nothing fancy, safety instructions, something very simple, right? This piece of foam just to protect your unit, fine. And this little bag, right, with the silica gel inside. One day our dear manufacturers will understand how dangerous for the health the silica gel is. So please stay away from those little boxes as much as you can. Stay away from them, okay? Well, anyway, now what we are going to do, we are going to run through the different characteristics of the unit. It's important for you to notice that when you open the box, you are going to find the code here that I have covered now, right? This code is used to, one, register your product. You register your product in the website of Focusrite, and second, to download some drivers and software. The drivers, you are going to need them if you are operating in Windows, right? You are not going to need the drivers if you are operating in OS, so with a Mac. In my case, I don't need them. The second, the software. I am not very much interested in that software. Is the Ableton, I think it is called. Yes, Ableton, right? Because I have many applications in my TH3, in my Amplitude 4, so I'm not going to download them for the moment. But in any case, you can do it, right? And you can use your unit, right, with all that software. That, well, I mean, I have seen some reviews and it looks like it is relatively nice, right? I have my TH3, I have my Amplitude 4, so I'm not going to do that. Remember, you will need to download and install the drivers if you are operating in Windows. Okay, now, so let's take a look to the unit itself. Well, the first impression is it is pretty solid. It's very well built, and I think the look and feel is nice. All the Focusrite look more or less the same. My 2i2, I can't recall, it was blue, but anyway, so it was looking more or less the same. Solid build, and they have added 4 rubber stoppers in order to prevent the unit to move on the table if you are basically recording on your desk, right? So, which is welcome to. My 2i2 was not having it. Inputs. Let me put it closer because this is very important. First one here is the input for your microphone. So with this unit you can record voices, you can record voice and you can record guitar at the same time. Big difference versus the Irig. This is the knob for the gain volume of your microphone, and this is a 48 ghost power volt if your microphone needs it. Here is where you plug your instrument, and you see that here there is a small knob which basically can be placed in instrument or in line, right? When you're plugging your guitar, you should have it in instrument. If you plug, for example, a keyboard, it will be on line, right? Now, this is the biggest difference versus my Focusrite 2i2. In the 2i2, when I was plugging my guitar here, even with the gain control at the minimum, my guitar was clipping, hence distorting, hence terrible sound, right? So you were forced to put an iBox between your guitar and the Focusrite, and you also were forced to put this in line, right? Which is not ideal. I have to tell you that they have solved it. I have proved it, I have tested it with all my guitars in order to check with different type of pickups, and it works very well and the sound is very nice. So thumbs up to the guys from Focusrite. By the way, my recording of the classical Alhambra guitar, the introduction where I'm playing some classic, is done with the Focusrite already. So you can listen to some of the clean sounds there, right? Now here it is the monitor function. I'm not gonna use it, but anyway, I'm going to explain to you how it works. So if you are downloading your software, you are using the Focusrite software, etc., and you want to use your Focusrite as with the speakers, with monitors, then you may want to avoid the latency, which is if the Focusrite wants to send the signal to the computer and take it back to the Focusrite, you may want to avoid possible latency. So you will connect on the function of monitor. Also, when you will play, you have that possibility when you will use the headphones. As you see, the jack for the headphones is a standard jack, it's not a mini jack. And then that would be the volume. For us, this part of the Solo, we are not going to use it because we are going to go through our TH3, our amplitude 4, and we are going to get the sound from the computer to the mixer, okay? And well, the last is this light here that will turn on, right? Will switch on when we will connect the USB to the unit and the computer. So those are the inputs. And when you look at the back, it's very simple. You have the USB connection here, right? And you have left and right line outputs in case you are going to use speakers, for example. And here is the security Kingston key. So this is the unit, and now what we are going to do is we are going to plug it to the computer to show you how to set levels, because that is really very important. Okay, so as you see, we have it plugged to the USB of the computer, right? And there's a light here that says to us that is working, right? We have our guitar plugged too, right? You see it, right? It goes straight to the guitar. By the way, just for the sake of the curiosity, I'm using my Stratocaster American Standard in Olympic White, which is a beauty. But anyway, now, important, and in opposition to the Scarlett 2i2. If you look here, the knob of the gain, right? Let's put it more or less at 12 o'clock, right? Let me just try to focus for you a little bit more in the unit, right? I guess that you can see it. Now, what you do in order to check levels is to strum your guitar with, you're hitting the strings very hard, right? With your volumes and controls of tone controls at 10, right? And I always prefer to check volumes, always to check levels with the bridge pickup, right? Because usually it is the brightest one, right? And it picks up earlier. Then look at this, the knob has a ring, right? Now you see it's turning green, right? I want to strum the guitar very hard. See, it picks, right? I'm doing it really like Peter Townsend, you know? Then we will basically turn our knob a little bit to the left, and now it does not pick up, right? With former units of Focusrite, the 2i2, it was picking up, it was clipping even with the gain at the minimum. Now it turns green, right? The sound that you hear is just the acoustic guitar. I mean, it's the guitar without going through the applications, right? And then you basically are ready to go. Now you would have to open your apps in the computer, right? You would have to open Amplitude or TH4 in my, TH3 or Amplitude 4 in my case, and then you are ready to go and you are ready to play and to record. Now, I'm not going to do it now because all my guitars are going to be recorded with Focusrite from now on. And by the way, the first one, as I said, was my former video with my classical Alhambra guitar. So you will have the opportunity to listen to the different tones that we are going to be able to get with Focusrite and Amplitude. All in all, I'm really happy with this small unit. It's around the 90 something US dollars, right? And it gives you the possibility to talk and to record at the, and to play at the same time, and to record voice and instrument at the same time. So this is my very short review of the Focusrite. Stay tuned because you are going to listen to the Focusrite in all my videos from now on. Thank you very much and take care.